She's undoubtedly one of the most successful singer-songwriters of her generation, but Taylor Swift has also made quite a few enemies along the way. Let's take a look at the celebrities who are the farthest thing from a Swiftie. Once upon a time at the 2009 MTV VMAs, an allegedly inebriated Kanye West interrupted Swift's acceptance speech for Best Female Video to announce that Beyoncé made, quote, one of the best videos of all time. After the incident, he apologized several times, but Swift insisted on dragging the beef out. She gave seemingly endless interviews about the feud, eventually telling MTV News that she had accepted West's apology. In 2015, Swift and West hugged it out at the Grammys and embraced again at that year's VMAs, where she presented him with a Video Vanguard Award. But did they really bury the hatchet? Viewer, they did not. In 2016, West dropped his track Famous, in which he famously raps about getting it on with Swift and how he made her famous. West swore Swift approved of the lyrics, but her publicist sang a different tune. Days later, while accepting the Grammy for Album of the Year, Swift seemed to take a dig at West, saying, "There will be people along the way that will try to undercut your success or take credit for your accomplishments or your fame." This tit for tat is ongoing, with Swift doing what she does best, stirring up drama with song lyrics, and West and his wife, Kim Kardashian, using their publicity to do the same. Clearly, nobody here is shaking it off. Swift had a blink-and-you'll-miss-it relationship with John Mayer around 2009 and crooned with him on his song Half of My Heart. But whatever went down between them didn't last long, and apparently it got ugly. Later that year, Swift released Dear John, which features the lyrics, "Dear John, don't you think 19 is too young to be played by your dark, twisted games when I loved you so?"
I don't talk about my personal life in that great detail. I write about it all in my songs.
Mayer told Rolling Stone in 2012 that the song really hit him where it hurts, claiming, "It made me feel terrible because I didn't deserve it. I'm pretty good at taking accountability now, and I never did anything to deserve that. It was a really lousy thing for her to do. I never got an email, I never got a phone call, I was really caught off guard, and it really humiliated me at a time when I'd already been dressed down. I mean, how would you feel if at the lowest you've ever been, someone kicked you even lower?" But he really went in for the kill when he added, "I will say as a songwriter that I think it's kind of cheap songwriting. I know she's the biggest thing in the world, and I'm not trying to sink anybody's ship, but I think it's abusing your talent to rub your hands together and go, wait till he gets a load of this. That's bull." In a 2012 interview with Glamour, Swift responded to Mayer's reaction with this little gem. "How presumptuous. I never disclose who my songs are about."
I can say the name Taylor Swift. She's an artist. I'm an artist. Let's just, everybody stop. Nobody's got an incurable cancer. We're rich people who get to live out our dreams.
In 2014, Swift complained to Rolling Stone about a nameless star who turned out to be Katy Perry when she said, "For years, I was never sure if we were friends or not. She would come up to me at awards shows and say something and walk away, and I would think, are we friends, or did she just give me the harshest insult of my life? Then she did something so horrible. I was like, oh, we're just straight up enemies. She basically tried to sabotage an entire arena tour. She tried to hire a bunch of people out from under me."
There's Taylor beef.
Well, there's
no denying it. There's Taylor beef.
for sure, and that's true.
And when are we going to clear that beef up?
There's a situation. Honestly, it's really like she started it.
Perry told James Corden in 2017 that the employees Swift was referring to as being hired out from under her were dancers, with whom Perry was close, that supposedly had a stipulation in their contracts stating that they could leave Swift's tour to hit the road with Perry when the time came. But when the dancers approached Swift's management, Perry said they were fired. She claimed Swift refused to discuss the matter with Perry and instead wrote Bad Blood.
It was a full shutdown, and then she writes a song about me, and I'm like, okay, cool. That's how you want to deal with it? Karma.
Apparently, this feud is still raging red hot because Swift put her entire catalog on streaming services on the day Perry released her Witness album, and Swift dropped Look What You Made Me Do the same day Perry's Swish Swish video premiered. Swift also premiered the music video for Look What You Made Me Do at the 2017 MTV VMAs, which Perry hosted. So was it just a long series of pure coincidences? Perry also touched on the feud in a 2017 interview with NME, saying, "I mean, I'm not Buddha. Things irritate me. I wish that I could turn the other cheek every single time, but I'm also not a pushover, you know? Especially when someone tries to assassinate my character with little girls. That's so messed up." Calvin Harris dated Swift for more than a year before their split in early June 2016. During the relationship, the pair collaborated on This Is What You Came For, his hit track featuring Rihanna. Because they reportedly didn't want to draw attention to their relationship through their music, Swift used a pseudonym in the song's credits. When Ryan Seacrest asked Harris if he'd ever worked with his then-girlfriend, Harris claims he stuck to the plan by answering,
"You know, we haven't even spoken about it.
Yeah?
I can't see it happening, though."
After Harris and Swift split, she immediately moved on to the actor Tom Hiddleston, and her team suddenly confirmed that Swift helped write Harris's hit. TMZ reported that Swift's squad was sick of Calvin trashing Taylor and felt he should be thanking her for quietly giving him a smash hit. Harris subsequently slammed Swift on Twitter, writing, "I figure if you're happy in your new relationship, you should focus on that instead of trying to tear your ex-boyfriend down for something to do. Hurtful to me at this point that her and her team would go so far out of their way to try and make me look bad at this stage. I know you're off tour and you need someone new to try and bury like Katy, etc., but I'm not that guy. Sorry, I won't allow it." He later told GQ that he had snapped when he felt his, quote, "one talent in the world was being belittled." When the 2015 VMA nominations were announced, Nicki Minaj tweeted that her Anaconda and Feeling Myself videos were snubbed in favor of a video that, quote, "celebrates women with very slim bodies." Minaj never mentioned Swift by name, but considering Swift had been nominated for the Video of the Year for Bad Blood, which starred a bevy of her model pals, the world assumed Minaj was taking a swipe at Tay.
And there just seemed to be a little funny business going on.
Swift took it personal, tweeting at Minaj, "I've done nothing but love and support you. It's unlike you to pit women against each other. Maybe one of the men took your slot." Minaj then responded, "Huh? You must not be reading my tweets. Didn't say a word about you. I love you just as much, but you should speak on this. I'm still confused as to why you just tweeted me when I made it abundantly clear." The women performed together at the 2015 VMAs, so one might think these ladies were ready to let bygones be bygones, but you'll need to think again. Immediately after Swift dropped "Look What You Made Me Do" in August 2017, Minaj tweeted, "Sit down, be humble." It was a post many speculated was directed at Swift. It's also worth noting that Minaj provided a verse on Katy Perry's Swish Swish, which is widely believed to be a diss track aimed at Swift. Justin Bieber and Swift reportedly haven't been pals since Bieber's breakup with Swift's bestie, Selena Gomez. A source told Hollywood Life, "Justin knows Taylor doesn't like him and never will, and the feeling is mutual. But he is smart enough to know not to say anything in public or on social media because he knows all the scrutiny he'd endure. He never expects to be her friend and is not looking to be her friend. He blames Taylor for some of his issues with Selena, and that will never go away." However, the Biebs has waded into the murky waters of Swift's feud with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. He once shaded Swift on Instagram, captioning a screenshot of himself FaceTiming with West, "Taylor Swift, what's up?" In her Hannah Montana days, Miley Cyrus used to be friendly with Swift, but she doesn't mince words about her distaste for the love story singer now. Referencing Swift's infamous group of girlfriends, Cyrus told the New York Times in 2015, "I'm not trying to be in the squad. None of my friends are famous, and not because of any other reason than I just like real people who are living real lives, because I'm inspired by them." The same month, Cyrus vented to Marie Claire about Swift's Bad Blood video, saying, "I don't get the violence revenge thing. That's supposed to be a good example? And I'm a bad role model because I'm running around with my out? I'm not sure how are worse than guns." After Joe Jonas allegedly dumped Swift in an infamous 27-second phone call in 2008, he moved on with actress Camilla Belle. Swift then went on to allegedly shade Belle in her 2010 song Better Than Revenge, singing, "She's an actress, she's better known for things that she does on the mattress."
There are a few things I've been told throughout my life that I try and live by, and one is not having any regrets.
Belle didn't forget Swift's slam. In 2015, when Katy Perry tweeted about Swift capitalizing on pitting women against one another, Belle replied, "Couldn't have said it better." Then when Kardashian and West exposed Swift's alleged double talk in 2016, Belle posted a quote on Instagram that read, "No need for revenge, just sit back and wait. Those who hurt you will eventually screw up themselves, and if you're lucky, God will let you watch." Demi Lovato has had a frenemy relationship with Swift since their teen days. Exhibit A is an infamous 2010 video of her quipping "Ask Taylor" when questioned about their mutual BFF, Selena Gomez. Lovato's distaste for Swift apparently intensified during Swift's 1989 era, when Swift began preaching about feminism and squad goals. Lovato told Glamour in 2016, "I think in certain situations, certain people could be doing more if they're going to claim feminism as part of their brand. To be honest, and this is probably going to get me in trouble, I don't see anybody in any sort of squad that has a normal body. It's kind of this false image of what people should look like and what they should be like, and it's not real. I think that having a song and a video about tearing Katy Perry down, that's not women's empowerment."
My theory is, you can't win if you don't play the game.
Lovato also wasn't impressed with Swift's silence on the Free Kesha campaign, a movement to support Kesha's legal battle against producer Dr. Luke. In February 2016, Lovato tweeted, "I'm also ready for self-proclaimed feminists to start speaking out or taking action for women's rights." Swift's publicist handily released a statement to People saying, "In a show of support, Taylor Swift has donated $250,000 to Kesha to help with any of her financial needs during this trying time." Lovato then tweeted, "Take something to Capitol Hill or actually speak out about something and then I'll be impressed."
Oh, sounds desperate.
Grizzly Bear frontman Ed Droste, who's close with Taylor Swift's pals from the band Haim, initially expressed some apathy towards Swift in 2012 when he tweeted, "Super relieved Taylor Swift is up for another award. Was worried she didn't have enough. Phew." Then in 2015, he reportedly went on a social media rant about Tay, writing, "I finally feel comfortable expressing my distaste for the rudest, fakest person I've ever met. I'm done dragging, but I'm glad people recognize the skunk finally." Referencing an article describing Swift's alleged hyper-control of her squad, Droste said, "Obsessed that people are catching on. I think this article sums up how people who are taken really feel. She's been given a free pass for too long. Plus, first-hand experience, I have a whole other story to tell, still feels unsafe though. She frightens me genuinely." Squad members Gigi Hadid and Martha Hunt then went on the attack against Droste, who later deleted his Twitter account amid the barrage of backlash. Yikes. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs feuds are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.